Anyone want to do a recap? Oh, okay.
I feel like I do it all the
I don't have
time.
I never have my notes ready in times.
Well, you guys handled some undead, you handled some trolls, you found a corpse, you walked around the tower, discovered that it was a tower rather than a dilapidated mausoleum, and entered, killed some pseudo dragons, found a key, neglected to use the key, and have all been separated and put into separate rooms in this tower. Did I miss anything?
Yumi got attacked by Hamir.
It may have happened.
No, not may have.
Speaking of, let's roll initiative for Karlik and Yop and Yumi. We're going to try something that may or may not work, which is going to just be simultaneous combat. We're going to try it out. We're going to see if there's any possibility that this will work. Oh, actually, it will work super well. It's broken up very nicely in the initiative order. Good work, everyone.
Hey, we're just trying to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So, Yumi, you are up first. If you recall, you've entered this librarian room space that has that it is wall to wall with books, and Kamir has drawn his glaive and is advancing towards you. You to go first.
What do you mean I can't leave? And Yumi will also pull out her sword. As she will kind of hold out it in defense. If Hamir attacks first, then I will step back. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, if that's what you're gonna do, that's fine. Well, he looks at you. He has a rather blank expression and sort of dulled eyes, and he just says, "You're an obviator. You should be assessing threats." And he attacks you. A 20 to hit and a 22 to hit.
Those will both hit.
For a total of 12 slashing damage.
I guess I stab him back because he hit me?
Mm-hmm. Natural 20, that's excellent.
I love my damage rolls. Look at those ones.
It's very good.
That's all I got.
Okay. He looks at you, and you can see his eyes sort of scanning yours if you're making eye contact. And he says out loud, "You've been dishonest with your company. You have neglected an important part of your task as an operator, and you have been the direct influence on the loss of an employee. This is something that head office does not approve of." And just then he ducks out of the way as a book comes flying off the shelves and opens and flutters like a bird. And from its open pages, a small little ball of fire comes flying past you. Your AC is like a 16, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and puffs against the wall behind you. And let me just. This will be fun. There you go. Krellick, it is your turn. You are in a chamber with a marked floor, with a gnome woman laying on a cot, face up and unmoving, in the center of that circle, with creatures with spiked backs and giant green, like only a singular eye in their head. And by looking at you, they have begun to unravel a deep and dark secret to you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, and I believe they were described as like they are like like shifting and moving in aggressive manners towards us. Not that it would really matter anyway. And it was described that there is like an energy dome covering this gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll step next to Yop and say,
All right, it's time to go to work. Let's take 'em out one at a time and make Cecil proud.
and I'm gonna go into a rage and bound forward towards this boy here. I'm actually gonna um, uh, uh, I'm gonna get in between them. Is what I'm gonna do. And as I spin around the one, I'm gonna bring my maul up to try to smash its dumb face into the dome. So I'm gonna take a reckless attack at this one here that I'm pinging.
Okay.
Reckless. When we mark down, I have raged. Reckless Grey Weapon Master. Okay, thank God for reckless. Let's go. It's 15.
A 15 will hit.
Ooh, that's what I like to hear. It's 25. Not that. 25 plus 2, so 27 total.
Okay. It does bounce off of the wall with a dunk sound.
Heck yeah! And I'll hold up the maul, wait for its rebound as it's coming off of the shell, and then I'll smash it on the top of its head to drive it down into the floor. Same thing, reckless attacks at it. 18 to hit for 20 damage.
All right. And that thing is crushed under the maul, and you hear a pop as the skull and the eye explode under the weight of the hammer.
I'll just turn and look at the other one, just spinning the hammer and goading it to come at me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my action, bonus action movement. That's my turn.
Yep. It's your turn.
I don't know what secret you're talking about. That's ridiculous. And she will rush over here.
Does she move through Betty?
With Betty. Oh, well, let's do it this way. Betty will run over here. Oh, whoops. Spinning Betty like a top. Betty will run over that way. Yop will follow. And Yop is going to take 2 stabs with Yield Trident.
Okay. 19 will hit. Or 11, alright. Okay, that's gonna hit. Alright, let's see. Fucking killer. Alright. Betty action? Oof, that's not much. Sorry, Betty. Okay. Now it's their turn. And Krellick and Yop make Constitution saving throws for me.
You got it. It's an 8. Sorry.
You guys have the same con mod. And both rolled an 8. So you both fail. And are each going to take... Well, Krellick will take... Oh, no. Alright. Kralik, you will take 8 necrotic damage as the withering gaze of the singular eye penetrates deep into your soul, and you feel again that solemn fear. Somebody knows something about you you wish they didn't know. And similarly to Yop, that's 8 and then half to 4. Unfortunately, Yop, these dice are much better. Same sensation for 15 necrotic damage. And then, Yumi, it's your turn.
I am going to back away from Hamir.
And he is going to strike at you, trying to get you to hold in place. Does a 24 hit?
Yep.
Or 9 slashing?
Okay.
And
And
you are stopped right there.
all right. Well, I will still pull out my bow in an attempt to shoot this book over here.
Okay, cool. A 25 will certainly hit.
And I will use bursting shot with that for another 5 damage to everything within 10 feet of that.
Okay, they have to make the dex save, is that right? Or is it just takes damage? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, the arrow pops through its spine, and the leaves and pages flutter to the ground as the cover just hits the ground with a thud, and then a couple more take that 5. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, I'll shoot this book next to it.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna miss.
And miss. Okay.
Yep, that's all.
All right. Then it's his turn, and he swings the glaive at you again. Oh no! A 20 and a natural 20 to hit.
Those will both hit.
For a total of 21 points of slashing damage.
I am unconscious.
Okay. And then I'll roll some stuff as these books begin to pull themselves off the shelves and fly around here. Kralik, it's your turn.
I look at this thing and look down at my maul and my hands. I'm like,
You don't know anything about me.
and I'll let go of the maul and then come at it with my claws.
All right.
I don't. Oh boy, hold on. Let me read this. Melee weapon attacks using strength. Have we established I can reckless with my claws?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a natural weapon. It counts as a weapon.
Heck yeah. Okay, so 22 to hit.
Will hit.
Okay, and then sorry, I just want to double check. Okay, yep, and it qualifies for the rage damage on there as well. So 11 damage to that thing. And then I'll slice at it again with my other hand. 25s to hit for 9 damage.
All right. Okay.
I
You
will
won't-
then.
No, then carry on. Never mind.
Let's see. You know what? I'm okay where I am. Yeah. Okay. I look over just to see how Yop and Betty are doing. They're doing fine. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yop will drop her shield and grab the trident with the second hand, while she's screaming, "I'm very forthcoming. Some people say I share too much." And she's just jabbing down at this thing with both hands on the trident.
24 is gonna hit.
Ouch.
It's very consistent for you that's never as
Yeah,
nice as
it's
something
really
that can...
weird. And
Yeah.
that does not hit. But
Yep.
Betty will what?
All right. 23 will hit. Okay. Good hit, Betty. Well, pretty good hit, Betty. Minimum damage,
Ooh.
Betty.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing, Betty. Okay. This creature in front of you, Krellick, opens its mouth and just claws into you with a long, gnarly fingernails. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, 5 slashing damage, reduced to 2. And
Okay.
a 21 to hit for 6 slashing, reduced to 3.
Okay.
And then we're going to have another one of those harrowing sensations for Yop. Let's get into their Constitution saving throw. Nat 20, you save and don't take any damage as this thing stares deeply into your soul. And then
I see you too.
Yumi, make a death saving throw. Cool. Humir, dodging some attacks from these fluttering spellbooks, magic bolting out from the pages. Not that anyone can see. No one's here. No one's here. I don't need to narrate this. Yumi, as you are fading in and out and trying to regain consciousness, there is a sharp, burning sensation as your throat is slit and you are killed. Well, not quite. It's 2. 2 failed death saving throws.
All right.
Krellick.
I'm gonna reach out with my claws and try to slash down across its eye to keep it from looking at me. Reckless claw attacks at it. Ooh, that nat 20, baby. It's just a single rage damage. So a 10 damage. On that 10 damage, nat 20. What's up? And I'll swing again. 14 to hit.
Will miss.
Ugh, yikes. Okay.
And I was attacking with advantage at the last round.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my jam. I don't like this thing in my face.
All right, Yop, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
this thing trying to make me feel bad about my beautiful self.
16 will hit. All right.
That
Still
two-handed damage isn't adding the additional 1 for some reason.
Oh, interesting. That 1 is exactly enough to kill it.
Good, fuck you.
Yeah, how do you kill it?
Trident right through the top of the skull, right into the ground.
Hell yeah. All right, cool. Anything Betty does?
Yeah, Betty will run over here and actually...
You also have a second attack.
Yeah, I'll take an attack at this guy.
23 will certainly hit.
Right, so that's 14 damage.
15. How do you kill Steel?
I smash I jab the thing in the back and push it further onto Krellick's claws.
Sick. Right. Yumi, another death saving throw.
Oh.
Oof.
And then you...
Hey, at least I'm not a child.
we've discovered it's only male children and then adult women, but nobody wants to talk. No one's ready for that conversation.
Okay, well, technically I'm an adult woman then, because I'm not a
Yeah.
child.
Yep. And you die. It's combat, folks. Yop and Krellick, what are you doing?
I'm pulling the eyeball out of this thing.
Okay. Make me a survival check.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. It's just the 9.
It's just the 9. Okay. The eye is too big to pull out of its socket and get in really a whole piece. There's a lot of damage that you do to the skull and then to the eye itself, but you have a gooey mess now.
Oh yeah, I don't want the eye. I wanted to destroy
Strip
the
it out?
eye. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, you can do that. I didn't realize that was it. You didn't have to roll a check for that.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with eyes, ingredients of any kind?
I don't know.
I'll like just pull it out, just give it a hard squeeze in the claw, and look over to Yop.
All right, let's see if we can get this gnome out of there and then find the others, yeah?
As Yop walks over to collect her shield, I'm really a very open person. I don't know what. Very honest. Yes, the gnome. Yes. Do I know what this thing is? Can I tell?
The field?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check. No.
I'm very upset.
You can tell that it is in some it is a modified version of a spell that needs to be disrupted in some way, but you don't really know how to do it.
I'll swing my maul at it.
Cool. It bounces off and you are rocketed back into the wall.
Oh, but be careful, Krellick.
Yeah. Did you see that?
It was pretty impressive, to be quite honest.
I am very strong. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows. Just like I'm very honest, everyone knows that.
I'd like to pull out Rocco and say,
Fine, Zashel.
Huh. Okay.
Oh boy.
Huh. Hold on. I fucking love this. I just need to know what we can do to make this work.
yeah, do you want me to populate the thing?
I do. I'm trying to find it in my...
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, thank you.
It's my level 9 conjuration spell, by the way.
Friendship is magic.
My favorite, range, dog.
Target, dog. Okay, alright. Performs the task to the best of its ability until it completes its task. Then it returns to your side and waits for your next command. It can last for a minute. Let's see. Can carry, drag objects weighing more than 10 pounds. Okay. You said find Zashel?
Yeah, it's the best I got.
All right. He sits with his big bulging eyes, with tongue hanging out, and then stands up and barks and jumps forward and vanishes. And Zashel and and Vicaris, there's a dog, a dog made of starry mist that I think you've had the pleasure of encountering before, peering into this room with you and barking at you.
Does it appear friendly?
Yeah, he's like grinning.
Oh, jeez, Sarah. The last time something grinned, it killed a child.
What? Oh, you're right. Oops.
Oh my god.
That's Krellix. We saw it retrieve wine for him. What do you want, dog? What does Krellick want?
Hi, puppy.
Well, that's
Here's a dumb question.
Not
Is it
helpful.
trying to like tell us something? Like Timmy's stuck in a well?
It looks like he wants to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Do I have something to play with? Yeah.
I don't know your inventory. You have a lot of weird things, don't
I have
you?
a lot of weird things. I have a shoe. I bet he'd be interested in that, but it's super important to me, so now I kind of wish I kept the other one.
Well, let me describe this room that the two of you are in now, since you have
Perfect.
left the other room. You've entered a separate room that has another beautiful, elegant carpet in the center.
Oh, we left the other place. Okay.
With a chest sitting in the middle of the rug, and then several mirrors that are standing and facing the center of the room.
I have a bandit's marking armband. I'd like to take that out and hold it in front of him to play tug of war with.
He will.
Yes! That's what I will be doing for this foreseeable future. Zashel, this is all you.
The chest is probably not. But are you Vicaris? Are you
I'm busy.
okay? At least try to figure out what it wants. He sent it here for a reason. Figure out what that is.
Who sent it here?
Krellick, this is his.
He has
if I
the
look
ability
into
to
this-
send his dog to us?
If I look into this first mirror, what am I?
You look into the mirror.
Yeah, I'm looking at this mirror right here.
All right.
First, I will cast detect magic because
Okay. Okay. There is conjuration on every mirror, and necromancy on the chest.
you know what? It's probably best if you stand there and play with the dog. This is almost certainly all kinds of a horrible trap.
I don't believe I was here for the dog. Does it have a name?
Yes, and you would have heard it because the last time it was around, Krellick was yelling it while you were being beaten to death by Betty and Yop.
That's right.
Yeah. His name's Rocco.
Rocco, are you here for a certain reason, Buck? Once for no, twice for yes.
It barked several times.
I don't think he was sent to us. I think he just might be here. I continue to play with the dog.
He's a magic conjuration. There's no way he's just going to be here. And I will look into this first mirror.
All right.
Also, I
As-
throw the marking to play fetch.
The dog happily runs around to retrieve it for you.
Yes.
It only lasts for a minute, though, so eventually the dog just goes away.
Aww.
But before that happens, Zashel, you look into the mirror and you see a reflection of yourself. There is suddenly within that reflection the aura of transmutation magic. Can you roll me a d6?
Lucky number 3.
Okay. Your con stat is reduced to a 1 as a creature that looks just like Zashel steps out through the mirror.
Oh my god. Sarah.
Ah,
Is-
hello.
Hello. Why did that require so much of a strain on my life energy?
I required so much of a strain on my life energy. Thank you, by the way.
You're not very welcome. This hurts.
Yes, I imagine it does.
Hi. I don't know what's happening here specifically, but I'm Vicaris, and I hold up my hand.
Oh, we've done this before.
Ah, right. Who are you?
It's a duplicate of me, you imbecile.
Sure, no, I got that, but I'm thinking maybe he has something to say that you don't specifically know. So why don't you and your weak self sit down while he explains himself?
Well, it's pretty simple. If I kill him, I get to leave.
And do you bring anything to the party that he does not currently?
Flexibility?
Zashel, he has a point. You are not very flexible.
I would like to Eldritch Blast the mirror.
Cool. Roll to attack.
Ooh.
22 to hit.
And the mirror explodes, and he ducks and moves out of the way. Oh! Well, it's a good thing that I took what I did from you, otherwise that might have actually caused me some trouble. And he kind of flips his lapel a little.
I have another beam. I would like to hit him with it. That won't even hit myself.
And because it won't hit yourself, it won't hit him.
Did you just copy my accent?
Me?
No.
I talk. Oh,
Ted.
okay.
That's probably the pain speaking.
Okay.
Okay. And he puts out a hand, and there is a burst of green smoke and steam of Karis. What? What?
I was on his side at first. Okay, well, I guess we have to kill new Zashel.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
See if I. Okay. Hey, little bitch.
All right. You cough, and the smoke clears without taking any effect. Let's roll initiative, gang.
Fuck yeah. Fuck that guy. Oh, god damn it!
Zashel Alpha gets to go first.
Excellent. Actually, I just realized I should have had disadvantage on that, but it doesn't matter. I will go ahead and Sacred Flame him.
Okay, cool.
You may not have my life.
He fails, takes 13
No, if he's a duplicate of... I didn't think about this. If he's a duplicate of me, he's resistant to radiant damage.
Oh, you idiot!
What's my other choice? Poison damage? He's immune to that
He's
one.
immune to it!
I said what I said.
I could Eldritch Blast him. I'm in melee. I'd have disadvantage to hit myself.
That's fair.
This is fun.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, cool. Then it's his turn.
Of course. Naturally.
And he will. He's going to attack Vicaris again.
Of course he is.
Could you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, well, I'd rather not. Oh.
Yeah, there is a mimicry of that same light extended towards you, And you take. Yep. 7 radiant damage.
You know, he's got a point, Vicaris.
Vicaris' turn.
You know, I was on the fence about who I was gonna kill from here on out, but you've clearly made my decision very easy for me. Yes, little bitch.
Roll damage.
Fuck yeah. 13.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I'll walk the fuck away. Good luck.
Ooh! Guess what shows up in a mirror next to you?
Oh wait, no, I didn't want to. Fuck.
What have you done?
What have I done?
Roll a d6.
I'd rather not.
Try not to roll a 3 because it sucks.
5.
Your wisdom drops to a 1.
So it goes.
Joke's
That
on
can't-
you.
that
Mine was
can't be
already
a big
terrible.
As another Vicaris steps out and says, "Oh dear, this is a there's a pretty easy way to handle all this, I think. Why don't we just square all you up pretty nice, just about like that." And
I hate him so much.
let's get a dexterity saving throw from you.
Just me?
I mean, the other Zashels aren't quite close enough.
Why did I fucking say that out loud? 10.
From his crossed fingers explodes a cone of flame, and you take 9 fire damage.
Oh.
And
Rough.
then it is Zashel's turn.
Zashel, we should switch partners.
We can try, but this one's already hurt, so if it's all the same, I'm hoping that this will get me my energy back, and I will go ahead and... So my spell slot situation, not great. I will just pull a dagger and stab him. No, I think I still get better damage out of Sacred Flame. No, you know what? My AC is terrible, so let's stab him. That hits me for 3 damage.
Yes, it does. All right, he's still up. Anything else?
Not unless I can draw another dagger at the same time and offhand stab.
Think you can.
That will not be 5 damage. That will only be 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't get to add my dexterity modifier.
There's just 2 quick slashes, and as a reasonably tried and true method for Zashel, this thing, you kill it. Is there a special way you would like to do so?
Nope, just clean and efficient.
Uh-huh. All right, cool. And then your constitution is restored. As the body drops and shifts into a white ghostly figure and then fades into mist that drifts back towards the chest.
Well, mine's down. Your turn.
Vicaris?
Deciding if I want to face step or not. Or if I just want to shocking grasp him. Yeah, let's do that. I'll shocking grasp him. Fuck it, why not? Ooh. 10 lightning.
Okay. He's still up, but, you know, your whole thing is trying to get away, so...
Yep, right there.
All right. And then on his turn, He just moves after you. I didn't put him on a map. There he is. And he says, "Oh, that's really impolite to just kind of shake someone's hand and then walk away," as he smacks you for a shocking grasp.
Oh,
With a 22 to hit,
that'll do it.
and come on. For 10 lightning damage, and he wiggles his fingers in a wave and erupts in flame and vanishes. And you take an additional 5 fire damage.
Where's he at right now?
He goes to back here.
So you take the fire damage after you teleport. So he has to teleport next to
Oh,
you for me to take
yep.
that damage.
Yep, you're right.
I wanted to do that, but then I was like, I don't want to be in melee range with people.
It's Ashel's turn.
Do you want my assistance, or should I just start shattering mirrors?
Obviously.
What?
I gave you 2 choices. I will assume that you want me to murder you, which
Preferably, yes.
I will Sacred Flame the fake Vicaris.
I like
Okay.
to refer to him as Beta Vicaris.
He fails and takes the 12. Okay. And then Vicaris, your turn.
He's still up?
Mm-hmm.
Fireball. No, I'm kidding. I will, however, Scorching Ray that son of a bitch. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm fucking killing it right now. All right, let's do the first one. A super 14.
The body ignites and then is pelted twice more, and
Oh, I was gonna save those. If he died from that, I was gonna save. I don't know. Can I save the other 2 if he dies from the first one?
save them as in to attack the mirrors.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I
Okay,
just figured you'd be vindictive and would continue to beat the corpse.
You'd think, but that mirror betrayed me, so I also have a vendetta against the mirror now.
I see. Okay. All right.
Although my wisdom is currently very low.
Is fair.
So I'll let you make the determination.
I feel like you hit the corpse twice more
All right, let's do it.
before your wisdom returns, and there is the remaining mirrors in this room.
I'd like to firebolt them.
All right. Given time, as long as the 2 of you, can trip it up and stay out of the center of the room, you guys can eventually break all of these mirrors. I'm assuming that's what's happening next.
That sounds right to me. Although, yeah, it sounds right to me.
All right, on to the next room, and I hold out my hand.
Now that the actual trap is done, we could actually check this chest. Check this chest.
I don't know. I still don't trust anything in this room.
The ghostly essence of whatever copies were made of us went to the chest. With the mirrors gone, there doesn't seem to be any sort of threat from more duplicates.
That
Given
sounds
that
like
half of our commission for this, or given that half of our return on this particular mission is salvage,
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead
that
and-
sounds like great last words. And he holds out his hand again.
I will mage hand the chest open.
I'm gonna move to the corner of the room before he does that.
The dust from the mirrors picks up and pulls into the chest and settles at the bottom. There is nothing inside.
This is a very fancy chest, though. Do you think you could carry it, Vicaris?
I think you're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a joke.
I bet we can tag team it. That would help us keep in connection when we go through the next door.
Reasonable.
Since you're so apprehensive to make skin-to-skin contact.
You have yet to explain why this is such an important issue for you, so...
You've yet to explain why it's such not an important issue to you.
Because I don't like to be cursed?
Well, I like to curse people, so... It seems we are at an impasse. Grab the other side of the chest.
Zasha will grab the chest.
I'll grab the other
like
side.
Cursed people. That doesn't... Do you not even care about the things that happen to people when you curse them? Is that not even a consideration for you?
No, it is not. And I feel like you finally understand me.
I do. Worse than I had expected. I'm gonna drop my end of the chest and just go downstairs.
Wait, no, we can't. Either we can't leave the chest or we have to hold hands. There's no other.
Oh, I'm not waiting. That
Oh.
just leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
you
I'm
leave.
yelling after him
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the chest.
Cool. All right. Dasani, you and Lucky have found yourselves in a room that is marked with some very clearly arcane sigils. And several unlit candles. In the picture they're lit, but they're unlit, that are scattered across the room. And Lucky kind of looks down at all of this and just... Huh. Okay, everyone else is gone. Should we just keep going? She points to the door on the opposite side of the room. Andrew, are you there? I can't hear you if you're talking. Okay.
Me now?
There you
Yep.
are.
I was here, I swear. I was, sorry, I was muted and I didn't go through. He looks scared and timid and goes, "Ladies first," and points to the stairs.
Oh, are you scared?
No, I just thought I was being polite. Shall I go first?
I mean, I'll go first. I don't give a shit. And she walks to the other side of the room, and
And
huh?
Go ahead.
No, you. What did you say?
I was gonna say, good. I don't give a shit either. He lets her go.
She jiggles the doorknob to try to open it. It's not opening.
Should I try and kick it down? He moves past her and tries to kick it
Be
down.
my guest. Make an athletics check.
1 second. Please tell me how this turns out.
Do you want to kick it?
Yeah,
Specifically?
he goes full
All right.
force with his left leg, and he goes, "Ah!"
And your foot hits against the center of it. You feel the shock that always comes from anyone trying to kick down a door when they're not prepared for it, and you fall down the stairs to her feet.
Sorry.
Wow. Big, strong man. She puts her hand out to help lift you up.
He kind of gets up really fast. He goes, no, there seems to be a lot of locks on the other side. He's dusting himself off.
Okay. You can try. I mean, you can try to open the door like a normal person if you'd like.
Oh, right. He knocks on it first.
You hear her face palm. And the door does not open for you.
Hello, anybody there? He knocks again and jiggles the handle.
The doorknob turns, but then the door does not open.
It seems nobody's home.
Okay. I guess that's a way you could think about it.
What do you think we should do now? Oh, and he thinks. Do I still have my bracelet on me?
Which bracelet? The ring?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see where everyone else is. Maybe someone can come and help us. And he looks at his wrist that his ring's on and he come in, testing 1, 2, 3.
And I believe Zashel and Yop have the other 2 rings, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Can anyone hear me?
You all can hear.
Now, these function like sending, so once we each speak, that's it, right? This is not...
Unlimited uses, baby.
Oh, okay.
I get to be nicer in this game because you guys won't abuse it. It's a walkie-talkie. Yeah.
Dasani, where are you?
Oh my god! Yop, is that you? Me and Lucky are...
Right. Yes, of course it's me. Where are you?
We're stuck in this room and we can't get through. Where are you?
Kralik and I are also in a room. We've dispatched some ugly, nasty things, and there's a small woman here with pink hair. I believe this is who we've been looking for.
Does she happen to have a set of keys?
Wait,
No,
doesn't
but,
Krellick have a key?
Kralik, do you still have the key?
I hold up the key proudly.
Oh, yes, Kralik does still have the key. I guess that's important.
That's so amazing! Okay, we need...
Have any of you tried to leave the rooms that you first found yourself in when we went through the first door?
On a Andrew note, I don't know where the last...
This is your first room that you've been.
Oh, okay.
The answer to that question is you have tried, and that's what just happened.
Alright, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is as far as we've gotten!
So
Oh, no.
you've gone into your rooms, tried to go up, and the doors are sealed?
Oh,
Correct.
Kralik and I haven't tried anything other than killing these things and being very strong and forthcoming and honest. And I give a big thumbs up to Kralik.
Okay, I initially was in a room with Vicaris. We went down some stairs, and instead of making it back to the first floor where we all started, we ended up in a completely separate room. If you have the key, try using the key to go up.
You okay? Will do. Kralik, they'd like us to try using that key and go up.
Wait, no, now that I think
What?
about
No.
it, maybe we should all gather in the same room before we attempt that.
Well, how are we going to get into the same room?
You two stay put. The rest of us, apparently, if we go down, we end up in different rooms. So theoretically, we should, I don't know, eventually find each other.
Okay.
Zashel, could you roll me a d8?
They're speaking into their rings too, so we can hear this, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Zashel, you find yourself in here again. When you left Vakaris.
We're separated, like I fucking said.
Well, did you follow?
He would have chased after, but it would have there would have definitely been some seconds in between there going through the door.
All right, roll a d8.
I knew it. Zashel, if I don't get a fucking D8, I'm gonna be pissed. You son of a bitch.
Ooh, this is fun.
This is the end of Vakaris, guys.
I can't wait till one of you bamps into the room with dead Yumi.
I really hope it's someone who can't heal.
Well,
I mean, the only one who can revivify her is me, and I'm pretty sure it's been more than a minute.
well, Vakaris, you enter a room with a library, and the floor is covered with books that look like they have been smitten in twain. There is scorch marks across the walls, bands of frost and ice over everything, and like a thin green fog settled on the ground. And Hamir, who looks a little battered but more or less fine, kind of dusting himself off and taking some notes, and Yumi dead on the floor next to him.
What happened? And I'm keeping like a foot right next to like the door where I came in.
Oh, your obviator did not obviate and died as a result.
Died from what exactly?
Well, I was here to assess her capabilities, and I invited her to participate, and she did not handle it well, should we say.
Right. So you're saying she fought you?
He looks down at the body that is bleeding from massive gash wounds, and he says, "Is that not obvious?"
Right. Oh, what's that, Zashel? Oh, right away. And I'm gonna go through the door.
Cool, roll a d6.
Swear to God, if I make it back in this room, I'm gonna be so mad, too.
Cool. All right.
And off to the next death trap.
Dasani,
Yo.
what do you... Lucky is leaning against the wall and pulling out a cigarette and watching you as she's putting it between her teeth. So what's everyone else think?
Well, they have some key, and they said we're all gonna meet, apparently.
Zashel, Dasani?
Roger, do that.
You know, I was just thinking, if we're thinking that using the key is central to being able to move efficiently through this tower, maybe everyone else should stay still, and Krellick and I should start moving.
I think that's an excellent idea, Dudette. And he looks over at Lucky and goes, "They said they were gonna come to us."
Great! She hands you a cigarette.
Tasani grabs it and goes, "Sweet, got a light?"
She pulls out her matchbook.
He takes it.
All
And
right,
then-
well, that's worth a try there, Yop.
Okay, everybody stay exactly where you are. Let's go, Krellick.
I can't vouch for Vakaris' actions or whereabouts right now, so I'm gonna sit down and puzzle over the planetarium thing while I'm waiting.
Cool.
Sani grabs the. Sorry, real fast. I didn't get to finish my.
Oh yeah.
Sani grabs the matchbook and tries to look all cool, leaning up against the wall too, and goes to light it, and it falls out of his hand, and he goes back and picks it up, and then he finally lights it, and he takes in a big puff and goes,
Okay, all right. Calm down, kiddo. All right.
Yes.
All
And he
right.
goes, that's smooth.
Big man. And she claps you on the back.
The cigarette falls out of his mouth.
I've been meaning to ask you actually. I mean, I don't give a shit if you don't know, but there's not like a lot of water spirit folk around. Where are you from, Freshwater?
He looks at her and kind of like slouches his head down. He goes, well, I really don't know much about myself. I mean, I have amazing parents that raised me. And he looks over her and goes, you were adopted too, yeah?
Kinda. My mom was taken hostage by Bernadette because she was raiding the ship that my mom was on, and my dad was a real piece of shit, so Bernadette killed him.
He cuts her
And
off and goes, wait. Like your actual mom and dad?
I mean, I think it was probably not my real dad, but like my real mom's husband, you know? But
So
my
you
real
knew-
mom,
ahead.
no, I didn't know her. She died like when I was really young, and that's when my mom, Bernadette, really kind of stepped in, you know.
He looks at her all sad and goes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I never knew my real parents either. Is that like it for everyone?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know other elemental spirits or whatever the hell you want to call us. But, I mean, I've been told some people, you know, like, some folks actually, like, get to live with their parents and don't have, you know, tragic fucking backstories. But I mean, yours doesn't sound necessarily tragic. I mean, you had good parents, and your parents, the people who raised you, not necessarily the ones who gave birth to you.
I had amazing parents, but my story is still tragic.
Yeah?
It goes way back, and he like looks off into to the side of him, and he starts telling her his backstory. I was about 6 years old, and I was coming into all of my powers and this ability that I had that I didn't know how to control. These kids always made fun of me, called me weird and stupid, and I was just trying to fit in. I tried some magic and I was creating a little ball of water. And he kind of like turns his back to her. I was trying so hard to impress these kids and show them that I wasn't a freak. But I didn't know how I could control this ability of mine. And the next thing I know, they were all engulfed in water. And I hear a screaming in the background of my mom. And I turned around, and the little girl was dead. My parents whiffed me off, and I was the laughing stock of my village. I didn't mean to hurt her. I was just trying to fit in. Years later, I never found my footing in this village I lived in, and my parents kind of sent me off to find someone to help me and to show me how to control this ability that I had. And then I found these guys. And he like turns his back to her and like you can't tell, but he's kind of crying, but he's also wet, so like tears are kind of like. I guess it's not, the happiest of lives, but I know It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to hurt her.
You can hear her pull really long off the cigarette and hold it for a while as you're telling this story. And then she finally says, I mean, has anyone here actually helped you?
No, I've kind of just been figuring it out. But
Shit, dude.
I did talk to this fortune teller this one time, and she told me that to find where I come from or who I come from, I have to go to the center of the sea, deep, and I don't know where that's at. I only knew how to swim but a few months ago.
Huh. Okay. Well, if you want my opinion, doesn't really matter where you come from. I mean, it doesn't. But if, like, that's what you need to know to, like, find yourself or whatever, or, like, get a hold of these... I mean, dude, like, I don't think you need, like, help controlling your powers. You can, like, fucking shapeshift. Like, that's kick ass.
That's what I thought. And he's all puckered up and cheered up now. I was really just looking for someone to show me kind of the way. But you're right. I've got this shit. And he puckers up and he's like, chest all big. And he wipes the tears off his face, which is literally just water off his entire body.
She laughs and says, I mean, I can tell you what I know, but you and I have very different, I guess, realms of influence. Your whole deal is, like, way different than mine. You know, storm summoning and big realms of water control and, you know, hitting people so hard that they die instantly, that kind of deal. That wasn't easy to grow up with either, I'll let you know, but, you know, you find use for it.
And it's awesome!
Hell yeah! She puts her hand out for a high five.
And he goes to jump and give her a high five because I'm sure he's like a little shorter than she is. And he jumps and he goes and tries to hit her hand and he totally misses and face plants.
Okay. She's laughing hysterically. She tries to pull, to help get you back up.
he gets up and he dusts himself off real quick. And he puts his hand up again.
She goes to smack your hand and there is an earth-shattering thunderclap impact, but it does not hurt you.
Whoa, that was like awesome!
She winks.
You don't see it a lot, but you see him his cheeks get a little purplish because he's blushing.
All right, so we sit here till everyone else shows up. You have any
Sounds
more
like
weird,
a
tragic
plan.
stories for me?
I was gonna say, Dasani, I'm sure, has like a roll up little like bag of fun in his little satchel that he has, and he's like, "Do you want to like get high?"
Fuck yeah, dude.
He sits down the wall and is like, "And we sit and ponder. You got that matchbook?"
Yep.
He pulls out a little doobie and he lights it up.
We'll take our time. We'll come back at about 1:30.
Right.
And we'll work on solving this puzzle, gang.
Yeah, where the fuck happened, you guys?
Yeah,
I'm lost.
I'm actually kind of glad I missed Yumi's deaths because it felt more
Yeah, wait.
natural to come in and be like, what happened?
We're back. And we'll start with not Doug, because that'll be easier. Yeah.
Good eye, Sarah.
Uh-huh. Okay, Zashel, you've re-entered this room. Is there anything you are interested in examining or looking at while you're here, or are you just sitting? Like, do you choose to continue investigating or no?
Absolutely. I was investigating this like planetarium thing, solarium thing in the middle of the room, as I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The more you look at it, the more it appears that in some fashion there is, even on the model, tiny movements on each plane. Like small figures, tiny, tiny, tiny little things moving. Looks like weather, or possibly like topographical alterations. Big fields of ocean have little dots that are moving across them. It is very intricate. And the closer you look, the more that you see that there is divination magic coming off of it. This thing, gigantic, incredibly delicate, must be worth a fortune. But touching it,
Yeah, I'm
kind
not
of,
going.
yeah.
Can I attempt to find where this is the material plane where I am. This is the part of the planet that I'm on. Like, I'm just trying to basically zoom in on where I am.
Right, yeah. Google Maps yourself. Let me get an intelligence check from you.
11.
You find the coast, but you're not, like, even having looked at a few maps of the Azure Sea and the coast where you guys are, like the Keelish coast, it's kind of hard to pinpoint. It's as big as this thing is. In order to accommodate for all the things that are on it, the material plane is actually relatively small, and it's just challenging. It's neat, though. There's still that basin that sits underneath the entirety of the structure as well.
Anything in said basin?
Hard to tell. There is a lid on top of it.
Yeah, we'll throw caution to the wind. I'll go ahead and
You
peek
open
inside.
it up. Okay. It's a wooden basin with a bronze lid, and inside is a opaque black liquid that kind of moves a little bit sluggishly, kind of gelatinously. Doesn't really reflect light. It is just about 2 cups worth of a very dark liquid. And that radiates the necromantic energy you saw before.
I will pull one of the sheets of parchment from my Sage's kit. I will roll it up and I will poke it into the liquid.
The paper comes back wet, but as if it had been dipped into water.
Does it still radiate magic once I pull it out of the basin?
Yes.
Yeah, we can probably make something out of this eventually. I will go ahead and put that piece of paper into my scroll case.
Okay. And you continue to sit, or do you do anything else?
I'm not going to leave the room, but I will continue looking around the room to see if there's anything else of interest.
All right. You do a little loop. There's nothing else that interesting. It seems as if this room is made pristine so that the movement of the planes and things on this thing is not ever interrupted.
I guess I will sit and watch this thing for a while. Try to figure out what its purpose is. But beyond that, I'm not gonna wander out of the room or anything.
Okay. If you want, you can make an Arcana check. Its intention is to be at once a map and an art piece. It is elegant for elegance's sake, which is weird.
Yeah, that doesn't really explain the necromantic ooze at the bottom either.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd take it home if I could pick it up, but I have noodle arms, so.
Okay. Yop and Krellik, what you up to?
Yup, I'm bored.
We've got to go try and find the others, but I'm wondering what we should do about her first. Do I recognize this as Punketta?
Yes, you've seen her before.
Yeah. So I'll knock on the barrier. Hello, Punketta, can you hear us?
You see that her eyes move down to look at you, but and you also can see some of her, like the muscles in her face try to move, but she doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Can I identify anything on the floor? Is there, like, are these candles actually there? Is there a pattern painted? Is there anything would indicate where this barrier is originating from?
Yes, it is a painted pattern, I believe. Painted. I think you did a check early. Yeah, it is painted. You did a check earlier that didn't give you. It was like a
Oh
nat
yeah, it gave
one.
me. You're right. It gave me. Oh yeah, this is a magic thing.
Yeah.
Yop is just gonna try scraping some of the paint up and see if she can disturb. She's got a general sense of the way magic works. She's gonna try and disrupt whatever she feels is, generating or holding this sort of barrier in place.
Okay. You find, as you try to find the seam of the barrier, it is right on top of the painted marking, so you cannot actually reach it.
Oh dear. Krellik, I think we're going to need to find the others and get some help in order to dispel this. Do you have a preference if we look up or down?
What's left if you're going up and down?
It's an excellent question. And Yop will start to sway back and forth, right, with her arms outstretched. And she'll sort of settle with her left arm facing down and her right arm facing up. I believe left is down. Down is left.
Okay, left.
Let's go left. And be sure to use the key. And we go down.
I'll hold the key.
Do you hold the key and use the
No,
key, or
Krellik,
just hold the
Krellik.
key?
Krellik,
Well, I don't know that there's doors. You know what I mean? Like, I just see stairs. I don't know that doors exist here. So.
Krellik, maybe I should hold on to the key.
I look at the key. I look at you. And I look at the key. And I hand you the key.
I use the key appropriately as needed.
Right, like a normal fucking person. Yeah. And the door
Don't
opens.
talk to my Krellik that way.
The voice. The door opens and you enter this room with the diorama and Zashel sitting in front of it.
Oh, Zashel. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad we found you.
Hey,
That was fast.
Zeshel, you see Rocco? I haven't seen him in a while.
Came down. We were in a different room at the time. I was still with Vicaris. Vicaris played with him a little bit, and then he poofed out of existence. What was he supposed to tell us, because we didn't really understand the message.
I just told him to find you, because I found your friend, the gnome friend you wanted.
Oh, you did. Can you?
Yes, the good news is that Punketta is safe. She's upstairs, but she's locked in some sort of magical barrier.
We should find the others and then try to get back up there.
Yes, I agree. Shall we all go downstairs?
For the two of you, when you came downstairs with the, you used the key, I assume?
Yes, we did use the key.
Okay. Well, then that won't answer that question anyway. It's fine. I will follow you too.
We going left.
We're going left again, Krellick. I should just tell him it's left. And I will open the door going down with the key and hold it open for everybody.
Okay, cool. Vicaris, you here?
Yes.
Okay. In this room, with scraped floors and dirt and grime, looks like it hasn't really been entered in some time, there is 11 chests.
Would you say the scrapes look like fighting or like dragging of the chests?
Dragging of the chests.
Does it look like they were moved in any particular fashion?
Just kind of thrown about.
This is a stupid question because I know my scores, but do any of them look trapped?
Roll to investigate.
10.
All of them look unlocked.
Do any of them look like they have any like sigils or magical markings on them?
Not that you could see with the 10.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna dip back out. Thanks.
Roll a d6.
Love that. Oops, that was a 2.
Okay. You enter a room that is lit up with a giant crystal that is set on a dais.
Yeah, keep going.
And half-charged runes marked on the floor. There appears to be some sort of half-finished ritual. And on the steps, on the opposite side of the room, there's a very thin, haggard-looking man with overgrown hair and stubble, who is he doesn't seem to be working on this ritual. It looks like he is working with a couple of books in his hands, some loose paper near him, and some ink, and he's scribbling. But when you look up when he looks up when you enter, you recognize this as Sanballet. And he immediately stands up and opens the door behind him and jumps through.
Oh, thank God. All right. Well, first things first, I am going to use one of the potions of healing. Oops, +2. All right, I'll fucking take it. 6, that brings me to 18. Okay, so I guess he's gone. I can start like looking. Does any of it look dangerous?
Ooh, who knows? Roll Arcana.
I wish I was proficient in this, but I didn't take it. Oh, I am proficient. Shut up. 16.
Shut up. Okay. So you see that the half-finished marks on the floor, they look like a teleportation circle in the making, and the stone in the center looks inconveniently large, like absolutely abstractly, like absurdly large. It's super artsy though. It's a scrying stone, and then there is on the shelf to your right a glass bottle with a charge of lightning that is bouncing up and down from the top to the bottom.
Bad idea. Okay. So this one is the one with the lightning bottle, right?
Uh-huh.
Sarah, I don't like that tone of your voice. And it appears that there are some scrolls there as well.
There's some loose paper around where on the steps where Sanballat had been sitting.
Okay. Can I read said papers? Loose papers?
You look them over. It's spare paper and it's scratched paper. Like this is as transcription for wizards works. There's like a lot of it's gonna get junked. It is scrap. None of it is useful to you. None of it is a spell scroll.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of the papers.
Cool.
And then I am going to look around said lightning bottle, see if there's any like traps or magical whatever.
Roll investigation.
I'll do that. 20.
It is sitting alone on the shelf, giving off a beautiful white and blue light.
Just gonna look around real quick, make sure nobody's there, and grab it.
All right. It
Nothing.
doesn't instantly kill you. Don't
Oh,
worry.
thank God. Okay, no saving throws. Got it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to walk around to this station without touching anything?
Oh yeah.
Cool. So I'll just make my way there safely. What about what's going on in this little bookshelf thing? Without touching it. Matter of fact, do I have mage hand?
Nothing of incredible interest.
I do not have mage hand because I'm dumb. All right. You say incredible interest, but let's keep Vakaris in mind.
Well, I mean, like, there's definitely like a book or two that he could snag, but like, I don't have something for you. You know?
Sure. I'd like to.
I
take a
gave you
book.
the dope thing. I
I'd like
gave you a fucking lightning in a bottle. You're goddamn welcome. I did that for you.
First of all, no idea what that is, and I do not plan on opening it. Second of all, I'm going to take a book, and if you can give me a name later, that'd be great. Thanks. And now I'm going to full nope and walk back downstairs. Oh, wait. No, you said it was a teleportation circle with the scrying. Yeah. We're good. I'm leaving.
Okay. All right. Dasani is token up. Anything that he is doing in that time, Andrew?
Just sitting and waiting, token and chatting it up with Lucky. We're just giggling and laughing, I'm assuming, at this point.
Yeah, having a good time. Probably having the best time out of everybody here.
Wait, okay. So we're token up, we're sitting back laughing, and Dasani looks over at her. And he goes, so, what are your, like, dreams?
My fucking dreams. Okay.
Or, like, what do you want to do with your life? Like, we're meant for so much more, no? He just, like, looks, like, kind of, like, leans toward her, because I'm assuming she's on the, like, right side of him, and he kind of, like, leans his head, like, closer and closer to her, is, like, kind of trying to put it on her shoulder.
She like leans to the side so you can lean on her, and she just says, you don't expect to live long when you live at sea, so it's day by day. That's it, dude.
He kind of like glares up at her and goes, I know what you mean. I almost drowned my first time out.
No, you didn't. No way.
Well, I thought I was drowning, but then I realized I could fucking breathe underwater. And he goes, mind blown.
She like looks down at you and she's like, don't you have goddamn gills? Like, how did no one tell you?
I have gills?
You probably.
She's like checking his armpits and like
she pulls part of her hair away from the back of her ear, and at her neck you see that she has gills.
Oh, those things. Got it. And he's like touching himself and like feels it. Sorry, that came off sexual. It's not supposed to be.
He said
He's
what
like,
he said.
yeah. He's like feeling around. He goes, oh, those things. And he like holds on to them really tight. And then he's like kind of choking himself. And he goes,
Oh my god, stop! You can't die on me. They'll totally think I killed you.
He laughs. He goes, oh, those are what those are for.
God, Jesus. Okay, we're gonna go swimming later, apparently, because, no one's done a goddamn thing for you in your entire life, it sounds like. Christ.
Yeah. Don't stand next to Vakars next to an open thing of water. He's an asshole.
If Vakaris tries anything around me, near an open body of water, he ought to be the one who's got to look out.
And don't shake his hand. He likes
Yeah.
to hex people.
Yeah, he learned that one the hard way, that it's a two-way street with me.
And he looks up at her and I'll Google that and goes, righteous.
Okay. Krullik, Yop, and Zashel, you head down, right?
Yes, we head left.
All right, cool. There is a room lined with books and bookshelves and scattered with discarded, torn, shredded paper and marked with the effects of some sort of spell war. And around the corner is Yumi's bleeding body.
Is Hamir in this room?
Mm-mm.
Oh dear.
Run to Yumi. Can I tell how long she has been dead?
Roll a medicine check. Far too long.
Oh no. Not you, me.
There's nothing I can do now, but we might be able to trade back in Saltmarsh. We have the trident, and I'm sure the Temple of Procon will be interested.
Oh, that's an excellent idea, Zasher. We must be able to do something.
Krellick, can you carry her? I'm not strong enough to do that.
Krellick lets out a very, very loud scream, roar, and starts slamming his fist against the wall nearby till either his fist bleeds or parts of the wall breaks.
Okay.
And after a few moments, kind of turns, breathing very heavy, chest heaving up and down.
We need to find out who did this to you, me. If it was one of those eye things, I'm gonna rip it out.
Agreed, Krellick. We'll get vengeance.
We will figure out what happened, and appropriate parties will be dealt with. Is there anything that stands out on these shelves while we're...
Roll an investigation. Yeah, investigation check. Ooh. There's a in this library of curious books, kind of oddities in general. One kind of stands out as it has been kind of placed a little peculiarly. It is a worn book of like fairy tales, with a ribbon marking a page.
I will open to the page.
Okay. There is a section that is art, and I am going to send it to you.
Seems an odd addition to a so enchanted tower, but
And I will very very gently lift up Yumi's small body in my big hands.
Meanwhile, Yop's doing the best she can to clean Yumi up.
Okay.
I'll just tuck the book in my bag and gesture towards the stairs. We should try to find Dasani and Lucky and see where we can go from there.
And Vicaris.
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's go
Yep.
left.
Yep, I'm working on it. All right. So you enter a room that has a circle of crystals and animal bones set and clearly active in some sort of another, in another arcane circle. In the center of the room, a shimmering blue aura kind of obscures your view, and on the other side of this barrier that kind of extends beyond the circle and bisects the room is Hamir, who is he's like sitting near the steps and looks up when you enter, and you see that he takes note of all of you there and says, "Oh, good. Where's everyone else?"
We
Don't
are
know.
reassembling everyone after we've been separated. Unfortunately, we seem to have lost Yumi.
Oh, yes, her contract was terminated as she sabotaged the franchise and ultimately the company at its whole.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that for me.
Yes, he pulls out his clipboard and begins reading. Mizushima Yukio, Yuko was there was some happenstances with your recent filings and assignments and assessments taken by and for head office that indicated that not only was she actively driving away employees, but was also ultimately responsible for several employees committing criminal acts unsanctioned by the company. This is a obviously tremendous liability, and given my opportunity to assess her capabilities and her value to the company and her failing that assessment, the completion of my task here was to terminate her contract.
Okay, but I mean, she's dead. Why are you gonna fire her when she's dead?
He looks at Zashel.
What?
Was this not already a statement of concern previously? A termination meaning multiple specific things? This is something we've discussed already?
With regards to Sanballet, yes.
Correct.
Again, an order coming from one of the founders of the company,
Mm-hmm.
or person who is, in fact, no longer in the employ of the company, and
Mm-hmm.
whose contract was self-terminated under less than contract fulfilling circumstances.
He goes into his bag and pulls out a sheet of paper himself, and he said, "I would hand this to you, but there is a..." And he motions to the field.
You are capable of walking around, yes?
He steps up and puts the page to the wall for you to read.
May I? And I will cast Mage Hand.
The mage hand does not... You can cast it on the other side of the field, but you cannot retrieve it from him.
I will read what it says to myself.
It is basically a boiled down point where it is specific. He is specifically tasked with analyzing Yumi's specific capabilities as an obviator and the threat that she poses to the company and to the franchise, and it is to be determined by Hamir that threat that she poses, and his judgment is he is tasked with handling as he sees fit as a rank 4 obviator.
What does the paper say, Zashin?
So if I am understanding this correctly, the assessment that you came to do on our franchise was not really on the franchise as a whole. It was specifically with regards to our former decisionist. Now
Ultimately,
obviate.
that is... Yes, ultimately that is why I was chosen to perform this task. However, I am capable of doing multiple things at once.
The issues which you found, the actions which you have deemed a terminal threat, which were not solely undertaken by one person. Am I to understand that any similar threats from within this franchise would be also considered with the same hostility?
If I deem the threat to be of equal or greater danger, then yes. Is that something that you fear that I will discover?
It shouldn't be anything you would need to discover. It should be something of which you are already aware.
He stares at you.
I just don't understand why you'd fire her when she's already dead. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
As we cannot pass through this barrier to group for the return, I think it's probably best if you immediately return to head office, and we will continue to find the remainder of our franchise.
And why is that?
because the remainder of our franchise has no real reason to, how we say, follow your lead. Whereas the rest of us are more familiar with their behaviors, if you will. Allow us to finish this particular mission. We still have a contract in place, one that is not so easily removed.
Just so I'm clear, there's a barrier down the middle of this room that is impassable. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Can you draw it or something? Because I just see the circle, and that doesn't make sense that we can't walk around it.
Yeah. There you go. Hamir takes a note on his clipboard and nods to you, Zashel, and then moves to... Oh, that's the wrong thing. We should stand against this opposite wall.
We will have to use this set of stairs. Perhaps if we go through without the key, it will take us to another level. We should make sure that we are all either in contact with each other or with a shared item, and then we can go from there. We can regroup with the others.
Hamir, I hope for your sake that when you go through that door, you don't end up above us somewhere. You might want to note that down on your clipboard.
Continues to watch you. Right, you guys go up without the key?
Yop's still going to use the key. We've still got to... We know where Punketta is, and there's stairs there. So as far as Yop's concerned, we should still stick together and head up.
Okay, you're heading specifically towards Punketta?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just put you guys there. Vicaris, can you roll me a d4?
Absolutely. It scares me that the dice are getting smaller and smaller. Tree.
You walk into a room that is slowly beginning to fill with smoke.
My bitch.
What did you do, Vicaris?
Oh my god. Oh.
No. I think it's our fault.
It is.
No.
It is.
They're
And two
hot boxers.
giggling Genasi.
Hi. I'm no stranger to smoke, and he's like throwing his hands in front of him, trying to clear the air. But this doesn't seem like the right time or the right place.
Oh no, we're supposed to stay right here and wait for everyone else to show up. That's what we're supposed to do.
Well, I wish I would have got the message. What is this? What's on the ground here?
Real quick, sorry. Sarah, this is a quick question from before too. So when we're using, I can't find it in my notes. When we're using the rings, does anyone else hear like anything unless we're specifically talking into it?
It doesn't just pick up anything. You have to speak to it, and then it is a telepathic message received by the people who have the other rings.
Got it. Noted. Okay, thanks. Just honey looks his head up and he's like coughing out a big cloud of smoke and goes, "Is that you, Vicaris?"
Yes. Do
Oh.
you know anyone else this handsome? Is that what I said?
Okay.
Oh, finally, somebody's here to rescue us. He looks over left and right and goes, "Where are the others?"
I don't know. Apparently, everyone else is getting messages that I don't have. Also, I'm a little worse for wear. I don't know if you have some sort of like druid magics to fix that, but I'd really appreciate it.
Wait, you said that? Say that again. I'm sorry, you were breaking up.
I need you to heal me.
Oh, so okay, that's coming up to my next question. So I don't know. I forget the ability it was, Sarah, but I used it once to like get us all home. Can I not do that to get us to a specific group of people?
You cannot do that anymore because you are the decisionist now. But Lucky can do it.
Oh, perfect.
Fine.
If she's capable. Hey, Lucky, can't you pull out some like magic to like get us to where we need to be? And he looks up at her with like his eyes red as the devil's dick.
Wow.
The fuck you mean where we're supposed to be? Aren't we supposed to wait here?
I mean, are they close? Who knows?
I don't know. Oh, you mean that like ritual? No, okay, I can only do that like. Maybe it's like once a day or whatever. It takes fucking forever to do, and like I'm supposed to save it until we all get up to like when we're all done here doing whatever the hell we're supposed to be doing here. It's getting us home later.
Righteous. Okay, plan B, Vicaris.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
As a reminder, I would appreciate any type of healing. I am a little worse for wear. We fought ourselves, and it didn't turn out. Well, it turned out worse for our other selves, but not so great for ourselves.
I got you, dude. And I'm still carrying the gauze of healing in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull out the gauze of healing, and wherever he is hurt, I bandaged it up.
Take your time.
And, I bandaged him up, and I think I have to roll a 1d4 plus 1.
What?
Am I not? Oh no, you take a 1d4 plus 1. It says the wounded target
I'll roll it.
for a 1d4 plus 1.
I was looking for something a little more substantial, but I will not complain about what I get. Hey, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait. Are you proficient with the healer's kit?
Yes.
Or herbalism. Okay.
Yeah.
My man
Hey.
proficient with an herbalism kit.
Vicaris, better, but not great. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
You gonna be a baby about it?
A little bit.
Okay. You
How's
just
that, dude?
you say that
I
again,
mean-
Andrew?
Are you feeling any better?
A little bit better. I think maybe if you perhaps sent some of that over, I'd be great. And he.
Oh yeah, and he passes him the little doobie.
Cool. That's what exactly he said. And Vicaris will sit down and smoke as well, in a puff puff pass fashion.
A couple minutes pass, and Hamir comes up the stairs. Huh.
Wait, murderer! Stay back, everybody. This one murders people.
What? You all murder people. You all work for Acquisitions Incorporated.
Right, but we don't murder our own.
Aren't you supposed to be killing Sanballet to read low?
I believe so. However, I didn't kill Yumi.
Wait, he killed Yumi?
He killed Yumi and admitted to the crime. He probably would have killed me too if I had stayed.
In the same fashion that killing Reed Lowe will not be considered a crime, my dispatching and termination of the person you call Yumi, but is in fact not her honest name, that will likewise be seen as a removal of an obstacle and a hindrance to the company and your franchise, rather than a puts up fingers for a quotation murder.
Vikar's gonna pause, very wide-eyed for like a beat, and go, "Save the legalese for Zashel. You're a murderer."
As are you.
Right, but again, ours was a sanctioned murder. You murdered one of our own.
Mine
feel
is
like-
also a sanctioned murder.
We're going in circles here.
Yes, we're going in circles, and the fact of the matter is that you're wrong here. So we can continue going in circles. You can continue to prove that you are wrong.
Sure, but our murders are sanctioned beforehand. You never said anything about murdering anyone before we walked in here.
It was not necessary that I disclose this information. In fact, doing so would have made the task entirely more difficult, as this... Oh, what was her name?
Yumi?
It was not. Yuiko was a flighty individual who, at the sense of understanding, really ought to have understood the depth of the danger that she possibly was in, and did not. This is ultimately, in fashion, her own fault.
Will tell
In fact,
me
not
this.
only a fashion, but entirely her fault. Everything that has led up to her death has been completely within her own control to manipulate and adjust, and she has elected not to. Therefore, she has died. It is a very common occurrence in Acquisitions Incorporated, and I suggest that you all take note to take care to avoid such a circumstance in your own futures with the company.
Well, note me this, Mr. Legal Murderer. Are you here to murder anyone else?
No,
And how can I trust you? You murdered one of our own.
because I haven't lied to you thus far, and I have no reason to lie to you.
Okay, that may be true, but I'm not willing to bet my life on it.
Well, does that mean you are going to engage in combat with me?
No, it means I refuse to go anywhere with you alone.
That is fine, and respectable, and understandable. Okay.
Sorry,
I was like, wait, are we fighting?
I wasn't planning on it, but if you guys want to engage, I believe he has 3 attacks a turn.
Yeah, no. I was
So,
following.
I will not be frontlining.
I was following your silence. Well prepared.
No, it's more of a, good point.
Like I said. So, what do we do now? What are we gonna do about Yumi? And he whispers to those two.
I say we stay far, far away from him.
But she was our friend.
I agree, but I don't think we can take him. Trust me,
Didn't-
I'm the first one to throw a firebolt, but this one, I think he can take some hits.
Didn't Yumi drug everyone and, have us, leave us on a boat in the middle of the ocean with a bunch of, angry fucking geese that almost killed you, Vicaris?
To be fair, Betty almost killed me. The geese did, however, weaken me. Also, I don't recall being drugged.
Oh, well, you missed out. It was fucking wild.
It sounds like something I would really enjoy. See, even worse that he killed Yumi.
Yeah, someone quit over it. A couple of people were, really sick. Kralik, shat all over the floor.
Oh. Yeah, no, I could see that as a reason to quit. I mean,
Sounds like a party.
Right?
So, what now?
I mean, I believe our orders to wait. I'm more than happy to get out of any room that he's in, but
And he looks over. Dasani looks over and goes, "But we're with a murderer."
I agree.
You
I'm
just
gonna.
leave it?
Dasani's gonna go into his bracelet and goes, hello, yeah. Can you guys hear me? And he's whispering like softly under his breath.
Yes, Dasani, we were still looking for you. We'll be there soon.
Okay, hurry. We're with a killer.
Is sort of pertinent information that you should probably tell us first.
Okay, I'll start over. We're with a killer. Where are you?
Perfect.
Nailed it.
What was this person's name again? I'm sorry, I missed it. I want to write it down.
His name is Hamir. Let me write that down.
Come
for you.
here. No, I remember it now. I have.
Keep wanting to call him Hiram.
Yeah, that's what I. Okay, I remember the first thing we got from him. I have it now.
All right, other half of the party. You are in the chamber with Punketta.
Yop, does this make any sense to you? Oh dear God, what are those things?
I wasn't able to figure it out earlier. I mean, it seems pretty clear that this magical barrier has something to do with the forms that are painted on the floor, but beyond that, I really don't understand.
Don't eat those. They don't. It's not good.
Eat what?
I point to the monsters.
Yeah, I had no intention of eating them. What in the hell are they? You know what? Doesn't matter.
Zazul,
Got it. Yeah, what is it, Click?
I didn't understand what you were saying to Hamia. Can you say it like normal people talk?
I can. Now's probably not the best time.
Okay.
One second. Punketta, can you hear me? Are you safe in there?
Her eyes flick up to you, but she doesn't say anything. She looks. There is, like, relief in her eyes when she sees you.
You know, I tried to do an Arcana check on this barrier before, but I haven't searched this room yet. Can I search the room and see if there's anything interesting in general, and more specifically, if there's anything related to this barrier that might be around?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Jesus
Sir,
Christ.
I will assist.
Sir, when Krellick was like searching for food in here, did he find anything?
Why don't you roll an investigation check? And Yop, you can roll with advantage, as Ashel's helping you.
That's more like
I figure there must be something on these shelves or in here that, at the very least, created this thing. So,
Krellick, you do find some edible things. It looks like paper.
I eat it.
paper and monster eyeballs.
Yeah. And the black ichor that is draining from the skulls of the crushed monsters. Now, for the 24, you find some books that appear to be spell books based on their content. Being able to use them would be challenging, but you have some books here. Roll me an Arcana check.
can assist with that because I am also trained in Arcana. Never mind.
always worth the advantage. You see, peering through them, you can parse a couple of them out, including one of them being Dispel Magic, but this is not in scroll form.
Yeah, nothing I can do with that.
Yeah.
Well, you see, this is what we need right here, but I don't have the capacity to be able to cast this.
Don't believe that can be done as a ritual. However, if we are able to make the book visible to Punketta, she is a trained wizard. This may be something of which she is capable. don't know if she would be able to do it.
Can we?
I will
thing.
hold the book open to the page, pressed up against the barrier, and just
We don't have
lightly knocking on it.
something more immediate, Yop. We don't really have the time. I think it would take her to master the spell, prepare it, memorize it, and all that stuff that wizards do. The fact of the matter is, I am afraid for Dasani. The circumstances which seem to have led to the termination of Yumi's contract would seem to apply almost in equal measure to him. The drugged scavenger hunt was a joint idea. The drugs were supplied by Dasani, and I worry that the same threat removal might be currently facilitating a further loss to our roster. So, I think if we set this down right here, and Zasha will kind of guide the book down to the floor right next to the barrier, we should make haste to Dasani. Punketta, I apologize. We will be back. You are, as far as we are aware, in no immediate danger. Unless Sanballet or Scaran Wave Chaser comes back, you should be fine. I cannot say the same.
I understood go to Dasani.
Yes, that is the long and short of it. We need to get to Dasani quickly.
All right, I'm going to use the key and go up these stairs.
All right, you go up. All right. An arcane laboratory fitted with all kinds of components, precious metals and stones, rare bones and incenses, expensive papers and inks, and a raggedy gentleman who is at the tables and sees you all fucking and starts going for the door. Do any of you do anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the way.
Let's roll initiative.
I feel it's very poetic that Krellic is going almost last because he has no idea what's happening and he doesn't know who this person is.
Yeah. It
Do you know who this
immediately.
person is, or is
This is Sanballet. I changed his token because it this one looks better, and also he's been through some shit since you guys saw him last. So, yeah, Yop. The moment you lay eyes on him, even after days or weeks of grime, whatever might have been affecting him, you snap out that chain whip and grab him. Roll damage. Okay, and bring him closer, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I want him 10 feet. That's right there.
All right, he clatters over the table to
Betty, get
right
him.
next to you. Oh, that will miss.
No.
Come on, Betty.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. He is going to do anything right now that'll actually be helpful. Oh. Can I get an intelligence saving throw from Yop? Okay.
15. Don't 15s feel iffy?
15s
They
feel
feel
really-
so bad.
They feel
The
iffy.
worst.
Yeah. There is that seeding fear once again that you experienced maybe an hour or so ago that begins to take root, but you shake it off. And then there is a soft blur over Reed as he moves to the side, like sidesteps in a very weird way that makes him really hard to see. And Krellick, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll shift Yumi up onto the shoulder that doesn't have the hook in it, and I'll lumber over to the dude. Seeing Yop grab him and yank him over, I'll just look at. Is he like he's like shimmering in his space?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look at the shimmer and just say,
Hello, I'm Greyleg the Red.
and then headbutt him to try to do a shove attack.
Cool. Make an attack.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage.
Okay. It's the athletics check to do the shove.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage on it. Okay, I'm not raging. It's an 11. Ooh.
Okay. You still manage to make contact, but as you do, there I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. That's a 7.
All right. There is a soft kind of gleaming armor, or like not really gleaming, but like shimmering leather armor that he's wearing that when you hit electrifies you for 4 points of lightning damage. But you shove him and are you pushing him to the ground or back?
Prone.
All right.
Little shocks. Okay. I'll then I have him down. I don't have any special features that let me push it into restrained. So I'll use my second attack to just stomp on him. Could that be a claw attack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give him that good claw. Would it normally be a disadvantage of this attack? Because of whatever he's doing?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
neutral now.
Flat roll, got it.
Yep.
11.
11 will miss.
Yeah, okay. That's my turn.
Hey, Zashel.
I will move around to attempt to cut off his escape, drawing my daggers as I go. Sanballet, you are under notice that the head office of Acquisitions Incorporated has revoked all appropriate. I find my sacred flame. Has revoked all appropriate licensing, yada yada yada. Basically, we are here to end the threat you pose to the company. And I will sacred flame.
Yeah, that hits.
That should be 18. That is not adding my
Okay.
bonus.
He's roasting. Bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Yop.
Yeah, and you're a dick too.
16 will hit.
That's the 9.
Okay. A 23 will hit. And you skewer him through the chest, and he dies.
Sweet. Betty misses at a corpse.
Whoa, yo, I didn't think you were doing it like that.
I think I'm getting the hang of the trident you gave me.
I think you are too. Who was this?
This is Sanballet, formerly Reed Lowe. Smuggler, member of the Scarlet Brotherhood, former member of the Leap franchise of Acquisitions Incorporated, all around terrible human being.
And
You've said his name before.
and the target of our contract from Dark Magic.
Karlik, are you capable of carrying both of them?
Of course.
Excellent. We should keep this room in mind, but first we should really find the others.
All right, up the stairs.
Vikaris.
I don't know this guy, so I just drag him.
That's
I
fine.
got yeah.
Before you do that, Karlik, we should make sure that he doesn't have anything that may assist us. We'll just start going through his pockets.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll hold him
with that?
upside down in the air so you can run. You can run him.
He has a dagger, a quarterstaff, and that leather armor that I was talking about that has this very nice sheen to it.
That is
Oh,
later.
yeah, that thing's like electric.
I shove all that stuff into Betty's mouth.
Do you grab it?
Oh, that's a good point. I do.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Right, you take 4 lightning damage.
Ouch!
What are our saves today?
I told you.
Our saves are bad.
But you can put that all in Betty. And head upstairs.
Now, does
so
Betty need to
quarterstaff,
make?
dagger, and the armor.
Mm-hmm. And his spell book, which I will give to you guys later. The next floor. You are obviously outside again. It is sunny outside. And on the roof of a building. There is a woman with bright orange hair and red robes kneeling beside a circular tablet where a large glowing crystal sits. Around her are loose pages that she seems to be trying to sort and collect. Within the crystal is a projection of a man that Zashel would recognize as Keldek. But when the door opens and you ascend the stairs, the projection turns to face you and then just fades.
I look around to see if Dasani is here.
He's not.
I turn to Yop.
This is why we go left.
Yeah, but I agree, but we ran out of left because of that barrier.
Hello.
Hi.
What's
Keldek.
this?
Huh? Say
The
again?
image in the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
You are his associate, partner.
Student?
Oh, that's nice. What's your name?
Talawick?
Hello.
Hi.
Do you live here?
No. I'm just working on something here.
Oh, what's that you're working on? And I'll walk over there and try and look at the papers.
Oh, I'm just trying to keep the, Mirage Arcane still functioning. So that people don't, come wandering here like you all did.
That would not have assisted you in keeping us out.
Yes.
Say, Talawick, I was just wondering, do you know a spell? Do you know, dispel magic by any chance?
Of course.
Oh, do you think, it would be very nice of you if you could cast that for us? We have a friend who seems to have gotten herself in a bit of trouble, and we'd like to get her unlocked. Could you come follow us and perhaps give us a hand?
Oh,
Yop, this is Keldek's student. I
Yeah, she said that.
told you all about Keldek during the briefing.
she
Right.
stands. She stands up by. She stands up while picking up some papers. Yes. The professor mentioned that there would be people coming to potentially undermine a relationship that he had, and that he would not be allowed to interfere directly, but that was not a promise that he made on behalf of me. Uh, a something he made acutely aware to remind me of. I can help you.
Okay.
Sorry. Exactly why would you do that when we are directly opposed to your instructor's efforts?
His efforts are not the same as the efforts of those who have collected your employee. They just are friendly enough with each other that spoiling the relationship would be detrimental to both of them. However, if it were to go under the nose that individuals such as yourself were to appear and handle this yourselves, and she puts her fingers up with quotation marks, if you were to handle this by yourselves, then the master has done everything within his power to protect the ward in a fashion.
What? So, we got a bubble downstairs. We need you to pop it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we going left.
Let's go left, Krellick.
She
I
produces a key of her own.
go to the back of the line. I will follow Talaric.
Okay. She will actually lead the way down for you, and dispel the effect, and then say, she is unfortunately being held. Someone's going to have to pick her up, but once she is removed from the cot, she will be able to move it.
Yop will go in and try and lift her from the cot.
I think I can. Thank you. No. Mostly, I'm relying on you when this trap is sprung to get me out.
Are you sure it's this, or you look... Man, you look fucked up. Do you know that?
Feel fine.
Okay. You still look good, though.
Thank you. And I will go in. I will retrieve Monketta.
You put it.
That token seems so small.
Huh?
For some token seems so small in comparison. I need to resize it. Anyway, I
Yeah.
will. As long as she's less than 150 pounds with gear.
She definitely is. She's not even 50. And you sit her up, and she unclenches her jaw and stretches her mouth. Fuck!
Okay.
It's been hours since I've been able to talk. And it's been days since I've been able to swear.
How long
Thank
did
you.
they keep you like that?
I mean, I couldn't sleep the whole time. I was awake the whole time, so I don't know. There's no windows or anything.
If you're feeling weak, you can probably ride Betty.
No, I've been laying down for however long I've been here. I'm good to go. And she drops down off the cot, and then her knees buckle under her, and she falls, but she gets back up and dusts herself off.
Taylor,
Hmm?
did you have anything to do with putting her here?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. You was almost in trouble for a minute there.
Tallowick, we do have one more barrier you might be able to help us do away with.
Is it the animal barrier?
Well, yes, it was in that room with the animal parts and the circle and things.
Oh, you have to sort of. Actually, I might have it on me. She puts her hand into her pocket and pulls out a ring, and says, "Yes, I can take care of that for you."
Wonderful. Now let's go find Dasani. And I will take out the key and head downstairs.
Okay. So,
I'll
just
follow and I will help Puckett if she needs it.
all right. When you get to this room, Talawick slips a ring on her finger and turns into a mouse, and then enters the circle and begins rearranging some of the bones and things in the center, and then the wall falls. And then she returns to her own form, removing the ring, and she says, "Everything here resets after a day. It's incredibly taxing and troubling to live here."
Well,
Yeah.
can I have that?
Sure. She
Dasani-
hands it out to you.
Cool.
It only does mice, though.
Yup, look, I'm gonna be a mouse.
Well, you use it very carefully, Krellick.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but exactly why why is your instructor allowing this?
There's both enemies and allies within the Scarlet Brotherhood. And to be circled with such is to know their intentions. It's a safety precaution.
Well, are there members of the Scarlet Brotherhood that your boss would be upset if we did bring harm to or cause to come to an end?
As long as his name was not mentioned, I don't think that he would mind.
I see. Well,
After all, he was technically charged with protection of Reed Lowe, and she points towards the corpse, and that has gone well, I see.
Well, we may have more to get to the bottom of, but right now we must find Dasani. And I'll head down the stairs.
The next room is the room full of broken mirrors. Sorry, continue.
Just something stupid. I just put the mouse ring next to my ring of swimming, and I eventually plan to fill that fist with rings.
You put it on?
Yeah.
You turn into a mouse.
I turned into a mouse. Okay, I return back to my phone.
Right, yeah. A room full of broken mirrors.
Krellick, I told you to be careful with that.
What that was, I could see things down there. It's like a whole new world.
Next room.
I apologize for the mirrors, I suppose.
Oh, they'll be back tomorrow. No worries. And now everyone's together in the smoke-filled room.
Told you.
What would you just say?
Said, I told you. And I'm pointing at Zashel.
I didn't care.
Yeah, doesn't matter if you care. I was right.
About what?
Good for you.
Thank you. I was right that if we held hands and walked through, or made connection and walked through a door, that we would stay together. And look what happened. He walked through without me, and we had no idea where each other were for the longest time. Also, there was a message that he didn't pass to me.
Oh, it has nothing to do with contact. It has to do with the amount of time it takes to pass over the threshold.
So you're saying if we had held hands, we'd have been fine?
Or it had been in close proximity.
See?
Tasani stands up and goes, "Finally! God, I've missed you guys."
Hey, Sonny, you alright?
Totally radical, dude. How are
We've
you?
been bonding.
Hamir,
Fantastic.
is Jasani all right?
Of course. Why would he not be?
I got bad news. Yumi's dead.
Ah, right. Yeah, no, they know.
Oh, I heard. What happened? He looks over her and goes and whispers over to the rest. I heard she got murdered. As he looks over at Hamir.
Not murder. Technically.
So what happened?
Still murder.
Sanctioned murder, if we must use that terminology.
Still murder, as is the murder of this one. And he'll poke.
And how do we fix it?
Fix death?
I wouldn't recommend trying to negotiate that particular threshold, as then it will not be me, but someone else who then has to come and remove the threat from this franchise.
What do you all
Was
mean
a
murder?
simpler-
Didn't Yumi die by, like, some kind of thing?
There was a simpler way that did not involve this for removing someone from the franchise, as we have clearly seen with other members leaving. Now, if you will kindly allow me, Talawick, is there anyone else here? Perhaps a gentleman by the name of Scaran Wavechaser?
I don't think so.
Are you aware of who is on each of the floors of this tower?
No.
Let's go down one more floor.
Special clearly looks like he is trying with all his might to not curse. Yes, let's just continue then.
Everyone stick together and hold hands. And Gareth will hold out both hands.
Unnecessary. You gotta hold hands?
I hold out both my hands.
Alright, Lucky's going to grab your hand.
Hell yeah.
Sonny's gonna reach out and grab Lucky's.
Does a 19 hit you, Vicaris?
It does not.
A 19?
Yeah, so what I said, Sarah.
10 points of thunder damage.
Okay, and Charisma saving throw on her part.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be so mad if she passes.
18.
I would like to shock and grasp while her hand is still in mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Hell yeah. Do I get advantage because I'm holding her hand?
That's not how that works.
Okay, so I could just roll damage.
You could.
Yeah. Ah, God.
She's immune to lightning damage, dumbass.
Dumb bitch, I was gonna say.
That's the first time I've tried to hit her with lightning.
No, it's true. She electrified.
Remember she absorbs it and puts it right back at him.
Shut up, Andrew. Well, that's not fair.
What part?
I think you know.
She grins.
We are done. There remains multiple issues to resolve.
This room. The chamber that has the giant scrying crystal that is ostentatiously enormous, and the teleportation circle that is being drawn in the center that is incomplete. That is that room.
I should have just stayed here.
Do you continue?
Yeah, we're on a hunt right now. We're on a hunt. Let's go see if we can find this person.
Oh, we don't want
Alright.
to check out this big ass crystal?
I figure we'll check them out, or at least Yop's plan is check everything after we've sort of cleared all the floors of any other people.
Got it.
Okay. Ooh, we're going to a room no one's been to yet.
Just dragging 2 dead bodies with us.
Yeah. Let's see.
Don't worry about that.
Only one body's being dragged. Okay.
Oh,
There's-
real quick, before we leave, I'm going to put the stuff that I gathered into Yop.
What?
Into the bag of holding in Yop's mouth.
in
Betty's.
In
Betty's
Betty's house.
Oh my god, Betty.
Someone started smoking.
Zashel, stop trying to touch me. What are you doing?
How dare you? Dare you?
How very dare you?
Okay, now I feel less bad about confusing Yop for Betty. Or vice versa.
There's a storage room.
Special.
Storage room with bookshelves with fictions and other useless journal keeping, and a small crystal bobbing in the center of the room that beats in a rhythmic pattern when someone comes through the door and kind of just moves towards you guys.
No, fuck.
What are these rooms? What
Going
is
to move
this-
away.
This tower.
Talawick just waves to the crystal and says, "Hi, Witchlight," and it beats a few more times and says, "Don't worry, it's friendly."
I'm not particularly worried. What is the purpose of this tower? These rooms have seemed to be
Obscure? Useless?
exactly useless for a tower which you maintain an illusion upon, but in which no one seems to actually live.
Yes. As we understand it, some time ago there was a wizard who did live here and had possibly some purpose, but likely drove himself insane. Might have even been one of those Nothics that someone slaughtered in the holding chamber for the gnome.
Is it what?
Hmm?
Is what? Is what?
Oh, it's called a Nothic. They are a mage can sometimes perform a ritual very incorrectly, and it turns them into a sort of monster. Most mages become quite paranoid in their old age and build obscure places like this that are basically intended to kill anyone who enters that they do not wish to enter, hence these keys.
She holds up one of them.
My master and myself are invested in understanding the secrets of the repetition and the rebuilding and reconstruction of this place, and have been maintaining an illusion simply to lower the amount of adventurers or other mages who might have interest in locating it.
Okay. Is it bad magic?
Some of it is bad, but not inherently. Magic is neither good nor bad in any fashion. It is a completely neutral power. It is what you do with it that could be considered good or bad.
Can you teach me magic?
Yes?
Do I have to come here? Because this is, well, it's a bit far.
Probably you would have to come here. Correspondence courses for magic are very difficult and can be quite expensive.
Zeshel, are you paying us?
Yes. It's not a lot. The idea of salvage, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot here worth the trouble of salvaging it.
Oh, you wish to salvage some things? I can show you where there's some things that you can take.
Perhaps in a moment, but we've got at least one more floor we've got to check out. Left, Krillek.
Okay, Taylor, can you write down your address so I'll send you a note?
Yeah, sure.
And she takes you into the next room, which is the room full of chests.
Sees
so-
bar.
Right, careful. There's something happening in here, and I don't trust it.
Someone said my name.
Yeah. What's the guy's name I'm dragging around? What's his name?
San Ballet, I'll type it out.
Okay. Okay. I seen a chat, but,
AKA
like,
Reed Low.
Yeah, the Reed Low. Yeah, because I don't know who he is. Okay. I'm adding that onto your kills, Yop. So I needed his
Come
name.
on! I just realized I murdered myself, and I don't get credit for that.
It's true.
I hate this game.
Yop finally had a good day on the kill counts.
Yeah.
Do you wish to be returned to the ground floor?
Well, not exactly. We wish to check all of the floors to make sure there's no one else here.
Well, I have been with you from the top floor to this floor, which is just above the ground floor, and we've not yet encountered anyone besides people you already knew.
Yop will use the key to peek down the door and make sure that she's telling the truth, and that's actually the ground floor.
You take a look down and you see that it is, in fact, that first floor. With the
also-
pseudo dragons.
I'll go back up with everybody.
Also, do you know what's in these chests?
Some of them, yes, they change.
What does that mean?
Well, sometimes there's a badger in one of them.
Okay, I'm much more confident in my decision to not open these chests.
This funny.
Yes, it is. It's actually very funny. He's not a very nice badger. I think it's the same one every time. I think he knows me.
You should give him something to eat next time.
Well, that's a good idea.
When it's not a badger, what's inside?
She shrugs.
Sometimes very neat things.
Dasani
Dasani
opens the
turns around
chest.
and Dasani is gonna turn around and like jiggle the handle at one of the chests that's behind him.
I'm straight
You
up
both
opening
are-
this one.
All right, both of you roll d10.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can do this. Hold on.
9.
Space R space.
Come on, badger.
Is it 1d10?
Yes.
Hey,
All right.
because I did it right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Sure did.
All right.
But how'd I do?
The Vicaris, you see a set of leather armor that has kind of a gleam. It doesn't look exactly like Sanbalet's armor, but it has a shine to it that makes it a little obscure, a little hard to see and focus on. And it's a very lightly stained, like purple leather, a set of leathers. And then Dasani.
I want to state this. I jiggled the handle and then
Oh, okay.
opened the menu. So
Okay.
I jiggled it first and then
Uh-huh.
went.
Nothing happens after you jiggle it. You have to open it to get your
Is
prize.
it okay? Is it?
Gashapon, baby.
Is it loose?
There's no lock. They're all
There's
open.
no lock. Okay, so he jiggles it and he's gonna open it.
Okay. There is a circlet with a white crystal set into the crown of it.
Pretty.
Zashel, come over here with your god eyes and tell me what you see.
Do you do so?
Deal with this later.
I mean, I'm gonna take it, so you might as well tell me if there's some sort of magic that might be harmful when I touch it.
My
You can
ability
either
doesn't-
look at it before or heal me after. Your choice.
I can do neither. Since you're going to take it either way, it doesn't matter what I tell you right now.
Good point. I'll lift it up and I'll hold it in front of his face.
Okay, you don't instantly die by touching it.
Hooray! Well,
Are you looking at it with detect magic or no?
Sure.
Illusory magic.
I say nothing,
Hmm.
but I did look.
well. Zashel, if you don't tell me what this thing does, I will touch you.
Hamir makes a note on his clipboard.
See, you're embarrassing us in front of Hamir, and he might kill one of us. Sanctioned. And I look over to Hamir.
Is there
I'm more of
anything
Wonder
else
Major.
we need to do here? It seems as though Reed Lowe was the only target available to us here.
Well, I believe the only thing left to do, and Yop will stare daggers at Hamir, is to conduct whatever salvage we can to enrich ourselves in the franchise.
He gestures with his hand with a go ahead.
Why would your master be willing to give up these things to us? I am confused at the nature of his relationship with the Brotherhood.
Protection from whatever it is that they intend on doing in Seaton.
Does he know what that is?
The only thing that I really understand is that it has to do with the Duke. He's a bit of a frail gentleman with a very easily bruised ego, very easily influenced. Don't know what it exactly is that they intend on using to their advantage, how they exactly intend on using that to their advantage, but someone of that kind is easily manipulated or easily deposed. Is there anything else I can help you all with while we are under the watch of Keldek?
Sarah, does my chest have a badger in it?
Oh, do you open a chest?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d10.
It's 10.
It has a badger in it.
Fuck yeah. Roll initiative.
Is it an aggressive badger or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It is immediately an aggressive badger.
Straight to the face.
Is this something that I need to be worried about, or can I can I attempt to?
Oh,
okay,
God.
it's trying to bite me. Okay. I'll let it latches on to my hand, and I'll just kind of hold it up in the air. It's 16 won't hit.
Okay. It's just on you. Badgers do that.
Let's take
Yeah.
it downstairs. And I will use the key to open the door to the downstairs.
Oh, wait. With the badger out, these are fairly harmless. We can now ransack them.
I'm just trying to get rid of the badger.
I'd like to see if I
Yeah.
can.
Judging nature of this tower, the badger will just be back to my... Okay.
By the way, what'd you see? And he points to the armor again. He's
Krellick,
gonna
what are you
take his
doing?
finger from the armor and slowly bring it to Zashel's face.
We are done here. We should go.
Krellick, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to try to get a handle on this badger.
Animal handling?
Yeah. I want to kind of like grab it by the like a kitten.
Make it your bitch.
It's a 15.
That is enough to at least wrangle it. It is still like writhing, trying to snap at you.
Yeah, I like extend my neck out to it, so my beak, and I'm like popping my head away from its claws as it swipes down.
Oh, you alright? You feisty? It's okay.
Do you bring it outside, or what do you do with it?
Well, I look the yop because I like it, and I'm like,
Yo, I think it'll be fine. If I put it down, I think it'll be alright.
Krellick, it's been living in a box for Lord knows how long.
Oh, that's right.
Like-
You're probably hungry. Here, come here.
I'll pick up a pseudo dragon and like hold it out.
Come here, have a bit of this.
Real quick, my cat was on the counter when I was on speaker, and she just like ran up. That was hilarious.
I think it's a bad idea, Krellick, but I must admit you do seem to have the situation under control. So why don't you grab a few more of those pseudo dragon parts so you can keep feeding your new friend, and we'll see what we can do. And Yop will go back upstairs.
I would
Actually,
like
she'll
to.
hold the door open and for Krellick.
I'll
Okay.
just toss any of the remaining like pseudo dragon corpses, the other two next to it, and be like,
Okay, stay here. Alright, I'll be back.
Dasani is still like really high in the corner, and he's staring at this jewel that he found, and he picks it up.
Mm-hmm.
I am opening up the same chest that I did before. Well, I would close it and then open it.
Oh, it's just empty after that.
Bitch.
All right, let's get all these chests open. Talawik, you mentioned that you know where there's some other fine things to be had in this tower.
Mm-hmm.
And just so I'm clear, and this is explicit, Keldek has no issues with us removing the contents of this tower that he is studying.
He has instructed me to allow you to take them on good faith.
And will these items actually last more than 24 hours, or will they revert back here when the tower reverts?
Oh, everything here is manifested randomly and permanently. The badger is the only thing that keeps coming back. I don't know what the deal with that is.
I see.
Well,
It's like geese.
at least he's full for now.
I would like to open up my chest in front of me.
Okay.
It's a new one.
Uh-huh. Let's see. An odd creature that looks kind of fleshy and round, has no arms or legs, but has several appendages with eyes on each end of it. Begins floating out with one massive eye and a gaping mouth on its fleshy body. And now we actually have to roll initiative.
Found something. Oh, come on. Oh, God damn it. Beat me
After all the concern about Monday night, this is going to be the beholder that kills us.
Little baby beholder.
Wouldn't that be something?
Something.
Dasani's up first.
Ah, shit. Wait, oh, is this little creature right here?
Yeah, this little thing.
All right, well, shit. Well, how big is it? It doesn't look that. Is it? How big is it? It's not that big.
It's not that big. Maybe 3 feet-ish
Cute
around.
little thing.
Yeah.
Subjectively, sure.
It's adorable.
Sure. Fuck, what do I do? Well, it's Ash. I mean, the car says we're really close. I can't really.
Krennic, feed it to the badger.
Whoa, it hasn't done anything.
Is it angry? Is it?
It actually looks incredibly angry. It's gnashing its teeth, and it is coming for Vicaris.
Okay. Well.
No,
It
that
looks
checks
fun
out.
to me.
Right, everybody move on.
I hate all of you.
I was just saying, like. Fuck. Okay. Well, I can't really attack it because if I do, it'll be in range of everything that I prepared for this. Oh.
Let me see, dude. You might have something else that can help you out here.
You definitely have a cantrip.
Yeah, a little single action cantrip.
Frostbite.
Yeah, I was
Frostbite.
getting I was okay. All right, yeah. Okay, frostbite that bitch.
Okay, con. That's a save. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bavicars.
What?
Krellick.
Oh,
Sorry. Did you want a bonus action?
No. I'll stay where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Krellick.
Okay. It's like gnashing its way towards Vicaris. I'll kind of like sigh a little bit, and then start chucking hand axes at it.
Cool.
Normal attacks. Okay. That 20
is gonna hit.
For 9.
All right.
I'll toss another one for 16 to hit.
That will hit.
For 10.
And that second one impales it on the wall, and it splits in half, and the two halves slide down the wall.
Hooray! Excuse me, you said there was just a badger and everything else was relatively harmless. That didn't seem relatively harmless at all.
I did say that it also. I don't know what comes. The badger's the only consistent.
What's the matter, Vicaris? I thought you liked chaos. This
Enjoy.
chaos.
I very much enjoy chaos, and I'll open up another chest.
Cool.
I take it we're done rolling for it now.
We're gonna hold initiative.
But I do want to go back, Sarah, just for me my sake. When because I got overtalked a few times, but when I pick up this jewel, you said it was like a jewel or a necklace. Is there any special thing about it, or is it just jewelry? Does it cost anything? Is it worth anything?
It looks really cool. It's really shiny. You don't have like detect magic or like jeweler's tools to really give proper analysis whether or not it's valuable or if it's magic, but it's really cool looking.
Okay, cool. I'll keep it.
Yeah, sorry, that's the only reason I didn't respond is because it's like
okay.
because you said you picked it up and I was like, cool. You've like I wrote in my notes, you've got it.
Okay. I don't know if there was any more than that or not. Okay. That's it.
All right, cool.
Great.
Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
You don't get to complain, Mister. I'm continuing to open the boxes.
I opened 3 more.
On your turn, you do.
I'm
Zashel.
kidding.
Zashel's up next.
Mm-hmm. I will look at whatever this is coming out of the chest.
What the fuck is that?
It looks like a featherless chicken with a serpent's tail and scales all along its hide. And it opens its mouth with a hissing shriek.
I will go ahead and just hit it with Sacred Flame as Zashel looks between the creature and Vicaris and just sort of sighs. Has the forward, so that's correct damage.
Ooh, that failed for 16. Right. Is that it for you?
I'm content to stay in the back where I am.
Okay, now it's its turn, and it's going to attack Vicaris with a
Oh,
21.
what?
A 21 to hit. Can you make
Yeah.
me a Constitution saving throw?
Fuck. Sure. 9.
Cool.
Yeah.
You begin to turn to stone and take 4 piercing damage. You are restrained. Yop, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Tallywick, it seems like they have this under control and they'll investigate the rest of these boxes. Could you take my compatriot, and I'll point to Betty, could you take us to collect the rest of the valuables in the tower, please?
Sure.
And I'll follow her.
All right, you got a lot of stair walking to do.
Yeah, and I've actually got 4 rooms I'd like to do investigation checks in.
Cool. All right, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
real soon. I'll just put you on this floor. Okay. Vicaris,
I believe I'm restrained, right?
you are restrained.
I can still attack though. That's
Mhm.
just yeah, cool.
Mhm.
No, that'd be dumb. We're not gonna do that.
Now we're concerned about.
Check save and
Cool.
bitch. Well, I don't have a second level spell, so let's do this at 3rd level. Burning Hands.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. The wall in front of you just erupts in a fountain of flame to either side, as this chicken is roasted. Can you make? Is this the end of your turn, or are you doing something else?
I wonder, can I teleport? It doesn't matter. Teleporting wouldn't help. I'm done.
Okay. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Come on, not turn to stone. I will actually use my luck stone on this.
Okay.
24.
All right. Yeah. The hardening of your flesh fades, and you are no longer restrained.
Well, I think we all learned a lesson here. We are ready to proceed.
Hamir writes something down on the clipboard.
I'm getting terminated, guys.
And I think we have to call session, but we'll finish up this investigation and other things, I think, next time.